Woman, her name is Osigas Christowokwe. She's an incredible, amazing woman that history has walked by. She personally saves the life of Lewis Cass when she discovers the plot to have him killed. Her son-in-law is a man you may have heard of. His name is Henry Schoolcraft, who we've taken the liberty of naming counties, buildings, colleges, streets after Henry Schoolcraft. His brother James Schoolcraft is a man about town, you see. James owns various businesses, and he's sort of like Peter Pan. He never grew up. He's kind of like Peter Pan gone to seed. I think maybe might be a good way to put it. Henry fancies himself quite an explorer, and he makes an enemy out of a man named John Tanner. John Tanner, who was kidnapped by the Shawnee and in Kentucky sold to the Anishinaabe. John Tanner is not a man you want mad at you. He is a good man in the woods, but not somebody you want mad at you. And he tries to kill Henry Schoolcraft because Henry and James are putting the scam on him. They've got him working, but they don't have to pay him. They give him one meal a day. And James and Henry convinced the Michigan legislature to pass the only law in Michigan, United States history made for one man. In other words, we make a law just for you. And the law says the sheriff of Chippewa County can take away Tanner's daughter and wife for their protection. And in fact, they actually kidnap his wife and daughter on the street and ship them off, and he never sees them again. And Tanner is one angry man. James, the man about town, gets shot in broad daylight on 12 o'clock at noon, right over where the Polar Stadium is, right down the street here. And the whole town decides Tanner did it. Of course, he threatened Schoolcraft. Quick, find him! But Tanner walks off the pages of history. No one has ever seen him since. And a man named Tilden confesses to the murder and says he killed James in an argument over a woman. Coincidentally, it wasn't about James's wife. It was about somebody else. And James is shot dead in broad daylight from a distance of about me to you, and no one sees the thing to say. They said, oh, the brush was too thick. But Tanner, accused of a crime he may not have committed, a man homeless, friendless, alone, lost, completely between two cultures, is left to wander the netherworld, and no one has ever seen him since.